What is shaking, everyone? My name is Jex, and in this episode of Overwatch Explained, we are discussing Payload. Hope you like it. So what is Payload, you ask? Well, similar to point capture, Payload also has an attacking and defending team. However, this time the attackers will have to escort an object known as a payload from one point to another on the map under a given time limit. As of this video, it's 5 minutes, but that could change in the future. The defending team, as usual, will have to try to stop the payload from reaching its destination. At the time of making this video, there are 4 payload maps in the game. Kings Row, based in the UK, Dorado in Mexico, Numbani on the western coast of Africa, and Watchpoint Gibraltar. You may have noticed that in Kings Row and Numbani, the attackers were given 5 minutes to capture a point prior to escorting the payload. Now in the beta livestream, I believe the developers referred to these as hybrid maps, where it's sort of a combo of both point capture and payload. Now successfully capturing this point will add an additional 3 minutes to the clock so you can escort the payload, whereas in Gibraltar and Dorado, you will only need to escort the payload and you will get 5 minutes to do so. Now before the match starts, much like in point capture, the defending team will have an opportunity to set up defenses, while the attacking team can goof off and do whatever they want. However, I would advise that the attacking team use caution when starting the match, because you may get killed instantly like Farah in this clip right here.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective 8.
Now attackers can move the payload by keeping in close proximity to it. Standing on the payload is a sure way of doing so, but the speed will depend on how many attackers are near it, with each attacker being able to move it at 1 times speed and every additional attacker adding another stack. You can view how many stacks are currently being applied and how close the payload is to the destination at the top of the screen. It should be noted though, that if none of the attackers are nearby, the payload will begin to move slowly back to its starting point, so make sure to always have someone nearby. Also remember that there is a checkpoint about halfway to the destination. If the attacking team is able to escort the payload to this checkpoint, they will be granted additional time to complete their objective. Think of it like you're in school, and you worked really hard on a project, and it's a pretty killer project you have going, but you need a little more time to complete it. Sometimes your teacher would give you another day or two to finish it, unless of course your teacher was a prick and said no, which resulted in your utter failure. But don't worry, Overwatch isn't like your prick of a teacher, so if the payload reaches the checkpoint, you will be getting additional time. As of this video, it's about 2 minutes. Observe Exhibit A to see this in action.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
So in short, the attackers need to move the payload from point A to point B on the map, and the defenders just need to stall them for as long as possible. Hopefully, that's the entire game. Good luck to all of you who play Payload, and I hope you found this video helpful, informative, enjoyable in some way, shape, or form, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Jex, signing out.